Okay.
Awesome.
So Rob has disappeared, but we'll go ahead and do the recap because Odolf needs to know what happened.
Yeah.
So actually, the last game you remember, or the last game you were at, the one previous to this last one, ended where you guys ran back to the church and you walked in and you saw Father Petrovich standing up in front of the congregation, and a kind of mysterious lady walked out from behind behind Father Petrovich and introduced herself as Ludmilla, and she's a bride of Strahd. And she spoke to you and mentioned things about how she knew that you were, who you were and why you were there, who you were trying to hide. So she seemed to know about Ireena. After she finished speaking, she mentioned the feast is about to begin. And so Odolf, that's the last game, right? So at that point, there was another vampire spawn that was sitting in the congregation that jumped up and just completely just annihilated another person there. Nice. Completely annihilated completely just killed someone in the pew in front of them, and then the battle kind of ensued. The congregation just freaked out and started fleeing, and they tried to exit the church, and the doors were locked, and they were barred from leaving. You guys started to try to protect the folks and try to get them ushered out when from the back where you entered into church, from the front of the church, from behind you, you saw another vampire spawn that basically slammed the door shut, barred the door so the people could not leave. The fight continued. Ludmilla seemed pretty proficient with her magic. She was definitely casting some spells, and as the fight continued, Marshall took several heavy hits, and he fell. Marshall fell, and Ludmilla basically went up and killed Marshall. You guys saw Marshall die right in front of you. When at some point after that, there was some more commotion outside, and come to find out, the captain of the guard, Rory Stronzi, and some of the guard, they were fighting the vampire spawn out front, and another mysterious old man with a cane came in and started helping in the fight. Dane at one point knocked one of the doors down so people could start to exit the building. And Adelaide was very what's the word I'm looking for? Adelaide, she
psychotically distraught.
Yeah, Adelaide went to where the demon that you guys had fought that morning and locked away in the locket and took to the church. Adelaide went in there and tried to get that out because Adelaide was going to try to summon up this demon that, that you guys had previously locked away. At some point, Marshall rose back up from the dead and joined the fight again. Somehow he came back from the dead, and the fight continued, and eventually the tide started turning in your favor, and with the help of Rory and the town's guard and this mysterious old man, you guys were able to kind of defeat all the vampire spawn.
Okay.
And then while Ludmilla was fleeing, you guys were able to... there, you're working.
Okay, I am working? Okay,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. You guys were able to kill Ludmilla. So the bride of Strahd fell to your guys' luck. It was a brutal fight, but yeah, you were able to defeat Ludmilla. And as the game session ended, the old man, mysterious old man, came up and mentioned, that he would like to speak with you further, but to find him to speak with Orlando at the Blue Water Inn. And he left. And Adelaide, you had knelt down to start to look over Ludmilla's corpse to make sure she was dead and everything. Off camera, before, during the last week, you rolled perception to see what you found, and you rolled well. And there wasn't much on her, but you did happen to find this kind of ornate looking ring on her finger.
Yeah, I mean, I'll grab that. And does she seem to be destroyed?
So during the fight, when you would see her actively regenerating when she was taking wounds, and you do not see those wounds regenerating right now.
Good.
I will need Rob. Can you roll me a D6, please?
Sure thing. Yeah.
And then after you roll the D6, roll a D20.
Okay, cool.
And I think, Dane, you were looking to. You mentioned something like you had your long strider spell up, and you wanted to.
Yeah, somebody had commented on whether or not we don't know if these are the only vampires, and they had given us the impression that maybe they were targeting the woman that we had previously been escorting. And somebody brought that up, so I basically said at that point, I was like, well, I've I can move, so I was gonna just book it back to the inn to check on them.
Okay. Okay, so you roll 2 and a 6. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So we are actually right outside here. Oh, another, I don't know, you guys might see it too. There's a new add-on. Can you guys see the thing at the bottom with your characters? And
what do you mean?
it may just be a GM only thing.
Yeah, and I see them.
Oh, like the
real
icons?
big icons.
Or the
No. There's
the
you
tokens.
guys probably don't see it then. There's a new thing that I added, and I can see like your AC and your perception.
That's cool.
I can do I can do these like request rolls and stuff. It's
awesome.
Cool. All right, cool. So yes, yeah. So that's where we ended. What would you guys like to do?
And it seems that these people are outside.
Yeah, this is where the Father Petrovich, he was outside and with the children, and Rory, he's just gathering up the guard, and it looks like they're about ready to start making their way, like maybe back to the town square. But yeah, he's just gathering up the remaining men of his guard that are still alive.
Okay, well, I think I'm gonna grab Marshall and drag him with me to where Rory is.
Okay.
And say, what's our brother's
And he's
name?
like, he's barking an order at one of the guard.
Horace. I'll go to him and I'll say, you're the captain of this town, and in his head I'll say, Horace, it is us, Adelaide and Marshall.
He kind of like, he looks down, like when you talk to him in his head, you can see, like, because you've done that to him before.
Yeah.
He kind of looks down and he looks back up. Yes, I am the captain of the guard. And he leans in closer. I would like to speak to you, but you must get away from here.
Get away from here. What do you mean?
Yes. It's not going to be safe.
In town or here? I think we're talking about going to this inn.
Just lay low. And then he's like, I've got to go. Just
All right, I'm gonna just use my whatever deceptive skills, like, and just basically thank him for, like, and his men for doing such a good job, that kind of stuff, like as if we're not even, like, we're just don't know each other.
Are you visible yet?
Oh yeah, I went visible a while ago. I think I cast a spell at some point.
You see him. There's some of the people that were in the church that are now that had fled out, and they're standing in the yard right now. One of them you kind of catch, and they say something like, it was their fault. And Rory looks at one of the guards that's standing next to him now, and he kind of motions over towards that person. And he nods back to you guys, and then he takes off with the remaining guard.
All right, I say to Marshall, yeah, we better get out of here.
And Father Petrovich, you see he's still pretty wounded, but you can see he's like kind of gathered up like some of the other people that were in the church, and he's like gathered them together, and he's like trying to calm them down.
Sorry,
go ahead.
how many dead? How many survivors? It is people.
Yeah.
How is everyone looking as far as injuries, etc.?
No injuries here, just exhausted.
Yeah, there's obvious, there's some obvious wounds on Marshall. He like I said, he died. You'd healed him up a little bit. Dane took some injuries, but
Feeling tired and exhausted.
Dane is.
Need to rest.
We need to get out of here.
Dane's probably not there to answer the question right now, I'm assuming.
Dane's gone. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
We must.
Dane's.
I suppose we better get moving. It seems that Dane left already to check on Ireena. I'll say to the father, we're still looking for these bones. Any idea as to where they went? Did this bride of the devil say anything?
You were talking to Father Petrovich?
Yeah.
Oh, no, I do not. She did not mention anything. I'm afraid they may be lost, but I don't know.
All right. Well, we must get on to make sure our friend is okay. But I'm sure we shall see you again soon.
Yes. Thank you for defeating her. Many more people would have lost their lives had you not been here.
And please, hide that amulet. I'll just leave it at that. Shall we, gentlemen?
Yes.
Okay. So, you guys start making your way to the inn, and Dane's already left, so you guys are taking off, after him, and he's obviously moving faster because he had his long strider spell on. As you're making your way back through the town, you're seeing obvious distress throughout the town. Seems like things are calmed down now, but you hear you go by a house and you see there's someone laying dead out in front of the house, and a man, and then the wife, you assume is the wife, the lady that's standing there kind of leaned over and sobbing. You go a little bit further, there's you see there's a guy that's kind of sitting with his back on the ground. He's sitting leaning down with his head down. Just looks like he's distraught. You get a little bit further and you see there's two men, middle, probably like in their 40s or 50s, and one of the men one of the guys, he's like trying to hold the other one back, and the guy that he's holding back is like, he's actually yelling at one of the guards, like, "You guys couldn't do anything to protect us. All you do is say everything's fine, blah, blah, blah." And he's just like ripping at the guard. And you see the guard, he takes his spear, the back end of his spear.
Do you want to stop him? Stop him. Stop
Oh
him.
yeah.
Step in. Hold off.
Yeah, he's getting ready to
up.
like bash this guy with the butt end of his spear.
Can I grab it? Can I rush up? Dash
Sure.
up?
Go ahead and give me a like a dexterity.
And if I'm in a good place, if I could do this simultaneously as he's probably trying to grab the back of the spear from him, is that what you're doing? You're trying to grab behind him?
Yeah, I think Marshall's trying to just go up and grab the.
Oh, okay, because I was going to try to say I could interject my body physically between him and the spear and the guy.
You're probably trying to do it simultaneous.
At the same time he's trying to grab, I'm trying to throw my hey.
Yeah, go ahead and I guess you can do like a acrobatics or something as well if you want to try to.
Acrobatics?
Yeah.
Okay. Acrobatics. That's normal.
Nice.
Okay, so as Marshall goes up and tries to grab the spear as he's like pulling back to hit, and you just kind of slide in, and the spear comes in, and let's see
Can I give okay, doesn't matter.
It just, Odolph, you just kind of step in and
I can almost envision if he's maybe that bad, maybe he's a little off balance, and I actually step in and even just swipe it out of the way. Whoa, stop.
Yeah, like Marshall didn't grab it, but he hit it off, and you grab a hold of it as it's like coming. Okay. So you say stop. He's like,
We don't
How do
need
you
any
know?
violence. There's no need for violence here.
you guys need to move along.
How about you organize some people and we'll all take out these vampires instead of taking it out on normal citizens. They're all getting killed because you guys can't do anything. This is
I say in your head, Marshall, be careful.
I can't
He,
stand this.
he points at you. And he's like, you better watch what you're saying.
Think about it. You have the power. Organize. Do something. We'll help you. Just don't take it out on regular folks.
One of the other guard that's there with him, he like grabs a hold of the guy that was like, you're talking to, and he kind of pulls him back, and he whispers something into the other guy's ear. You can roll perception if you want to try to catch what they're saying.
Definitely.
Can that be all of us or just?
Yeah, I mean you're all
Okay.
like actively right there. So
Oh, that sucks.
Wow.
yeah, can't quite make it out, but he puts his spear to his side, and they're like,
Rudolf, I think you rolled deception
Oh,
instead.
did I roll deception?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Sorry.
You actually-
what's
you
your
have to
bonus?
have-
What's your bonus?
On a perception?
Gotta have something there.
+3.
Yeah, good. Much
Okay.
better.
So you don't really make out everything that he says, but you do catch something along the lines of, we're outnumbered. That's all you hear.
Interesting.
And he, as he finishes saying that, they kind of back up, and he just says, we'll have our eyes on you.
It's not us versus you. It's all of us against these damn vampires. Join our team.
You can see there's like obvious frustration with their on their face, but they kind of turn, they don't say anything else, and they start making their way back towards the city square.
Come on, let's go.
Dane, you make your way to the inn. You were actively, I'm assuming you were trying to.
I was
move it.
double timing it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know what's going on. I don't really have a personal stake in this lady, but I'm guarding the group as a whole, and I knew that I could get back here faster than anybody else. So yeah, this was dash action like the entire way.
Okay. So you get to the let's see, where is it at?
These maps are so cool.
Mm-hmm.
They are. It's awesome.
That's not the one I want. I want okay. So you make it back to the inn, and as you're just outside of the inn, you actually there's actually, like, you're not seeing anybody, you're not really hearing any of the normal sounds like you heard when this place is kind of like right around dinner time, where you would expect to hear a lot of conversation. You get to basically right out in front, and you see a little girl laying on her face on the ground.
Do I recognize it as one of the girls from the crypt, the gravedigger blazer? Yeah.
You recognize the dress. It looks to be the one that that you originally had seen at the. I think you. No, that was not the one you chased. Yeah, this is the one that ran out grab the bones.
The first one that left, right?
The first
Okay.
one that left, yeah.
Oh.
I'm going to run over and do at least a cursory check to see if she's play acting, if she's legitimately down, if she is. If I think that she has the bones on her, then I'm going to at least just do like a quick frisk to see if there's anything obvious. I would think that those would be a fairly large pouch, but I'm not going to go any further than that.
Sure. Yeah, you can do a perception roll on her just as you're quickly trying to go through, see what you can find. So you don't see like any kind of pouch or any type of bag or anything on her. There is there's actually in like a little pocket on the dress. You feel as you're like kind of going along the side, you feel something and you kind of reach into the pocket and there's like a little kind of a stick toy that's like a person made with sticks and like twine and stuff, and it has like a weird type of hat thing on top of its where its head would be, but that's the only thing she was holding.
I'll grab that, and then I'm going to continue running in the door to just try to see what's up.
Okay. As you enter the room, you see Danica. She's standing behind the bar, and it's completely empty right now.
But she is at least standing.
Yeah, she's like, "Oh, good, you've made it."
Is everything okay here?
Yeah. I think it's things have calmed down.
Was there an attack, or was anyone taken?
No, but your lady friend, she let me read my notes, sorry. So there was a commotion outside and there were some shouts and about a fire and stuff, and she came downstairs. She had her breastplate on and her rapier, and she was here to protect in case something went wrong. And Lord von Habsburg, he came in as well, and he dispatched he said he dispatched one of the vampires out front, and he was going to take her for under his protection.
Interesting.
What does he look like, or what does he fight with?
He had a rapier, I believe. Yeah.
Just a standard? It wasn't in some way decorative? It didn't look like a cane?
It was not a cane, no. He did give directions to his place, though. He said he was going to take her where it was safe.
And that's in town?
Yes. His manor, actually, if you head out from here,
that's the town leader guide? I forget the name of the original.
Von Habsburg. No, he's just honestly, I really don't know what he does, but I think it's something in accounting.
But you're familiar with him at least. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a step in the right direction.
If you're looking at them, I think, Riley, you're looking at the map, it's like she kind of gives you directions to like something over there. But yes, they took off, and that's probably been maybe 10 or 15 minutes ago.
Okay.
But
I'll
yeah, it's been quiet since here. I think everybody's kind of hunkered down in their homes.
Yeah, the attack at the church is under control. The others should be making their way this way shortly. I'm going to go upstairs and start wrapping things up in case we're looking to depart soon.
Yeah. So as you're, the rest of you kind of arrive, kind of as that conversation's completing.
What? Where's Ireena?
She's apparently with Lord Von Hopsburg, who is the one who dispatched the little girl out front that ran from us earlier.
Who took the bones?
Well, that's what we believe, but I didn't see anything on her. This is I hold up the little stick figure. This is the only thing that she seemed to have on her. I don't know if it has any mystical meaning or if it's just a toy.
A stick figure?
Stick figure with some sort of a weird hat.
Well,
Is that
I suppose
the
we'll
gentleman?
take a look at it later, but
Is there anything that kind of stands out by it? Like just looking at it?
You can, like, what specifically you're trying to
No,
gather?
I
from
mean,
it?
like, is it look like it, as you said, like, is it like look like it's a child's toy, or does it look like it might have just from a religious kind of like, is it like, is there any religious
you can,
iconography?
yeah, if you want to roll like a religion on it to see if you can,
Okay.
yeah, maybe you can.
Demonic or shamanic.
Yeah. Let's see, not performance, religion.
I have a feeling, everyone, that
Yeah.
You nothing like doesn't look religious at all in nature to you. Maybe just a child's toy, perhaps.
Okay.
we ought to be careful. I think we may be drawing attention to ourselves, and people may start thinking we're newcomers and we may have something to do with these attacks. So, I mean, I don't know. We better be careful what we say to people and perhaps where we go next. What do we know about this Von Hopsburg?
Sounds like he might be in some sort of finance in the city, but otherwise...
And just to
Must keep
clarify,
to
this
himself.
was the guy that you guys had met him that first night you were here, by the way, if you don't remember.
Right.
Oh.
Ile
Yep.
Von Hopsburg. Yeah.
Yep.
He knew Ireena
Yep.
since she was younger. Yeah.
That's right.
Dane. As you guys are still down in the dining room area, correct? You mentioned you were going to go upstairs, but you're still downstairs, correct?
That was before they showed up. At this
Okay.
point now, we can decide as a group.
So, Dane, you're standing there and you guys are talking, and out of the corner of your eye, as you're standing there, talking with everybody, you look down. At the fire is from the fireplace in here is kind of casting a shadow, and out of the corner of your eye, you on the ground, you kind of look down by Marshall, and his shadow is waving at you. You see Marshall standing there, and you look down, but you see movement, and you he's not moving, but you look down at his shadow, and his shadow just is like.
I kind of just give him a small head nod and brush it off. It's been a long day. I don't,
It actually gives you a thumbs up when you nod to it.
I'll ask Danica. Did that creature out there was it carrying anything that perhaps Von Hopsburg or Ireena took? A sack?
He did not have anything with him when he came in.
And Ireena seemed to go willingly?
Yeah. She was dressed for combat. I mean, she had her breastplate on and her rapier, and he looked very concerned for her. I mean, he looked genuinely concerned. So he was happy to see she was okay. And
well, we best go soon. What of those scouts that were sitting at that table there? Do they come visit here? Could you tell us perhaps where they may be?
yeah, they typically. I mean, they're not completely here every day. I mean, they're hunters, so they'll be out, for several days at a time sometimes before they come in. But they left actually not too long after you guys were here this morning.
And they left to leave the city?
I don't know.
Okay.
It seems like their business is in the wilderness, so it's a safe assumption.
Well, yeah. Remember, they may know where the orphan boys went to. That's why Milivoje was asking. But I'd only hope that perhaps they would be here still.
If I
What do
see
you
them,
think?
I'll let you know, though.
Yeah. We best go check on Ireena, yes?
Yes.
What time of day is it again?
It is currently,
Would it be like 3, 4 o'clock, I think?
yeah, it's like 4
Okay.
right now.
So late afternoon.
The I think you guys can see it. The calendar option on the menu on the left.
What? Oh.
How do you do it?
Oh. Oh, okay.
If you just click on it, it'll show you the day, what day
What
it is.
calendar?
and
Hunter's Moon.
Where do you see that? Oh, here it
Oh.
is.
Yeah.
Cool.
And you can
Neat.
add notes. I've just added notes. I don't know. Do you see those notes or no?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't see any no.
I
well,
see Game Master
I-
notes.
Yeah. Morning, noon, and afternoon.
Oh, I see. I
Yeah.
see. Okay, you got to click on it. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, that's the.
Oh, that's
what time it
cool.
is.
Okay, cool. So what do you think? Shall we go? I mean, I'm ready to have the day over, but we need to make sure she's okay. And perhaps if this von Habsburg is as noble as he claims to be, perhaps there's a place to rest with him too.
Do you boys have anything you need to wrap up to take there, just in case? I don't have many possessions, so my room is empty.
Same here.
No, I think I'm
Yeah.
pretty well carrying all my worldly possessions at the moment,
Right.
which is not much.
That's not to say that we won't be back, but just in case.
Right.
Yes, we didn't come here with much.
No, I picked up a
Very
few
much with
things.
us.
I do have a tent, apparently, and a backpack. I think we must have done some shopping at some point.
Yeah.
I had the
The Barovia
night
village.
clothes and my focus, which is always around my neck.
Shall we?
Yep.
Let's go.
So, as you're, leaving the inn.
Oh, sorry. One more thing. Danica, how do we find this Orlando?
I haven't seen him tonight, but it's been crazy. But he should be back here tonight. Yeah, he's usually here every night.
All right. Thank you.
He,
Well, then
he has his room here, so.
we might be back. All right. Sorry. Let's go.
As you're leaving, Adelaide, Marshall's shadow catches your eye. As Marshall's walking out, you kind of glance down and you see the shadow, and it's looks like it's trying to grab at your feet.
I kind of jump out of the way. And I say, Marshall, what the hell's wrong with your shadow? I kind of am alarmed. Is he possessed? Is it gonna attack us?
So, yeah. So you, as you say that, it kind of snaps back to. So when Marshall moves, it looks like it's following his movements.
I don't know what's going on.
I could be just tired. Let's keep going.
What did you see?
What do you mean? What did I see?
You asked about a shadow. What did you see?
The shadow was reaching out for me.
A few minutes ago, it gave me a friendly nod, but I didn't think much of it at the time because it's been a long day. But that's two of us that have seen it now.
Marshall,
Everything is frustrating and exhausting.
you may be...
Today.
I walk over and stand on the head of or on like the chest of a shadow.
Do I remember what happened when I died?
You do, yeah. You remember it very vividly.
When you
So-
saw me,
Sorry, go ahead.
when you saw me die, and I died, and I went somewhere, and something talked to me, and I made a bargain with something to come back here.
What do you mean a bargain? What kind of bargain?
I don't really know or understand it, but I don't think that shadow, I don't think it's necessarily mine anymore. I don't know.
Or you're not...
It was the only way this thing offered to bring me back. I don't know, a god or something in control of this place, something. I don't understand what's going on.
All right.
Does the shadow react if I try to stand on it?
It doesn't, no.
All right, I'm going to...
It's following his movements now.
All
right.
This fucking thing, and can I swing my silver sword at it?
Yeah, you just clunk, and it hits the ground. I like it's following your movements.
I want to... I'm going to use Detect Thoughts on Marshall. I'm going to use it. I don't think I've used it today. I'm going to... And just maybe as a... I'll use it on him.
For my
I want to know if he's
clarification,
telling the truth.
For my clarification, you
Is he
died
possessed?
in battle.
Yes.
Was the battle over before you came up, or did you come up during the battle?
It was
No,
still,
he jumped back in and joined combat.
Oh,
He
okay.
helped finish things up.
Okay, so Odolph wouldn't have had time to bless the dead or do any like rituals. It was in the heat of combat. Whatever happened, you failed the death saving throws or something.
He was getting hit while he was down.
Oh, okay,
It was forced
So he was
losses,
dead,
basically. Yeah.
yeah, he was dead.
Okay.
dead.
And I think one of them
Okay.
was even a crit, so it was like a double death, double fail.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and then something happened that none of us would have seen, and you would have just came back.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you were still inside trying to, like mix things up a little bit. I think I was in the process of running around the outside of the building to open up the front door and join the
Okay.
fight out there. Adelaide was trying to, make a bargain with a demon and a locket. I think that was going to help in some way.
Yeah, maybe. This is kind of what I'm thinking. I want to know, did like the demon possess
I
Marshall?
think I
Right.
would have maybe at some point made a mention of maybe we should try to get ourselves some diamonds.
Yeah. So, Marshall, make a wisdom save, DC 15.
Let me try this out. Let me see if I can do this.
I couldn't target him. I couldn't figure out how to do it.
I just want to test this out. So
I mean, is that okay that I do that
Marshall.
to you, player to player, Marshall?
Of
Yeah.
course. Yeah.
Okay.
I think player to player, it's weird.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. No, I want to know if you're telling the truth and if you're possessed or you're hiding something from me. I mean,
But what does that look like? Do you say anything to me, or are you just
No, this
casting
is-
a spell?
this is my special telepathy where I don't have to do anything. It's like kind of like that sorcerer subtle spell, right? It takes no, so I just kind of like, well, whatever. Tell you what I'm gonna even do.
He gives you
I
the
will-
rock eyebrow.
Well, I'm even gonna like roll if you want, Arnie, like roll deception so you don't see my tell that I sometimes give you. You know, sometimes I
Yeah,
like,
you can do
stare
that.
into your eyes. I'll do my deception.
And did you get so in the chat, Rob? Do you see should be a thing for you to roll? Did you get that?
It popped up in the general chat. I see wisdom saving throw actors Marshall. I don't
Yeah.
know on his
It's
side
in
if
the
is there
general.
like a click to react button or something.
Should be like a
There we
die.
go.
Yeah, there you go. Cool. Okay.
All right.
No, I fail.
So basically, and I rolled a 20 deception to like not let you in on that I'm reading your mind, right?
Good job.
Yeah.
So,
Poke around in there. See what's going on.
well, at first I just want to know your surface thoughts. What you said, is that true? Are you thinking the same thing? Are you thinking like hiding anything?
And Marshall is a ball of rage and exhaustion and confusion
Awesome.
and frustration. It's just
But based on what you said, I would say no deception.
Okay, cool. Because you're my brother, I know you'll forgive me. I'm going to dig deeper.
okay. Cool.
So at this point, I think you know that I'm reading your mind.
What are you doing?
Feels
So I'm assuming that like
If I
Odolph wouldn't
probe-
know that you're doing what you're doing.
No.
Okay.
Oh, actually, you don't have to roll the wisdom shit. It's like if I dive deeper, you make the wisdom save.
Oh, so you can do
okay.
the surface thoughts, but if you dig deeper,
Right.
that's when there was okay.
Okay, so I'm digging deeper to digging deeper to what happened when you died, your memory, right?
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
just looking at me. I just think you're looking at me.
Well, I think you now know I'm reading your mind.
Do I even with the 5?
Well, Yes, because
If you saved, she wouldn't be able to do it.
right, I
okay.
am now doing more than reading surface thoughts. I'm probing your mind actively, and you feel it.
I feel it. What does it feel like?
I mean, probably like memories that you can't control are popping up in your head, right?
Oh,
Or
Maybe like some like cross pollination of memories.
yeah.
yeah, and like you're not controlling where your memories go, right?
Yeah. Does this cause any psychic damage?
No, maybe like a tingling or something. I don't know. Maybe like a ringing in your ears or something. So
If you can tell what the hell that thing is,
yeah, so like what? So I want to know what happened, basically.
get in there.
Yeah, what did he see? What happened when he died?
You see, you're seeing the vision pretty much like it happened, like what I described. Yeah, you're, you see.
Remind us all, even for Odolph.
Was it a voice?
Yeah,
Was
I
it
thought was it a
blackness
voice
in
or was it a vision? Because I thought it was more of just a voiceover.
Well,
Yeah, sorry, I
you
don't-
were like yeah, I'm trying to remember exactly too, but I think I actually let me find my journal. Church.
I might have put my own spin on it, but to me, it was kind of just a fade to black and then hearing a voice in a conversation.
While he's looking that
I'll
up,
read it. It's real short. I
okay,
can read
cool.
it.
Well, can I say something real quick first?
Yeah.
Marshall, there's like a 30-second what is it called? Flashback. When we were kids, right? Something bad happened to you, right? And like you felt like shit or something, right? And I did this power on you to like kind of like share in your pain, right? And that was like kind of a bond that you and I had, right? Like I would be able to like understand what you're thinking and feeling, right?
Yeah.
And like I'd be able to like see what happened to you and then like
But
I don't know, maybe
it's so
talk you
scary.
down.
That
Right.
was a long time ago, and a lot has happened to me since then. There's a lot of pain in there. Are you sure you want to go in there?
No, I just grab your head and I'm like looking straight into your eyes. Yes.
There's a lot I haven't told you about of what I've been going through. But kind of save this pain from you. And now? Okay.
Yeah, so you're feeling like all of his pain that he's been struggling through. It's like kind of rushing into you, but you start to see this vision that he saw. I'll read you just what I had, but his pain begins to fade away, and your vision becomes lost to the blackness until there is nothing. It is it's silent for a moment, or maybe it's been a lifetime. It's hard to tell in this abyss. The silence does give way to a sound. At first, a little rumble, but as your mind seems to refocus, you can make out a voice in the empty darkness. Its deep, haunting sound is more of a feeling than an actual voice speaking. No distinct direction is able to be discerned, as it feels like it's coming from everywhere. And then it spoke. You, foreigner to this land, desire to upset the balance and the rule of Strahd, do you not? And then he replied, I think he said, like, I think he initially replied thinking like this was Strahd talking to him, kind of, angry at him. And then he replied, but he realizes that it wasn't. Yeah. When he replied, he wasn't even speaking. It was more of just him like thinking this. And then the voice says, "What would you give to be able to protect your sister?" And he replies and says, "I would give everything." And then it replied back and it says, "Your death, it means nothing to me, but in life I sense power within you and an opportunity for my pleasure. I can grant you a second chance. Do you wish this?" And he agreed. And the being responds, "All things come at a price." And then there was some silence, and then he asked who he was. Marshall asked who it was, and he says, "I am a creator of what you see here."
Creator.
And then
Ice turn?
It's ice turn.
and then it said, "So it shall be done." And then Marshall awoke.
Okay. Wow. I think the spell lasts a minute, so that's probably pretty good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess in a way I'm relieved because I know he's telling the truth. He's not possessed or anything potentially. Is it you, Marshall? Are you really back?
I think so. What did you see?
I saw what happened to you when you died.
What the hell are we doing here? What was that? How am I still alive?
It said it was the creator of this place, and I think I'm probably saying it enough for you others to hear. And that, I don't know, perhaps we are amusing it. What do you know? I turned to Odolph. What do you know of the gods and powerful beings that would create such a place for their amusement?
What would Odolph know?
You can roll a religion if you'd like.
Yeah, because specifically, let's see. I gotta know a little something.
Oh shit!
Oh man.
I mean, it's there's not enough from what they're saying that really gives you any inkling of. I mean,
It could
sounds
be
like
a
it
lot
could
of
be some
stuff.
kind of deity or
I was gonna
something.
say that was
maybe.
a DC 30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
I mean,
it's,
even like some inkling of some, like maybe not specific, but have I maybe have heard of something like this? I don't know.
I mean, it just on your initial thought, you're like, I mean, is this like maybe it was some kind of deity? Like, I don't know, but it doesn't fit any deity that you would know of. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
Would I even maybe like go as far as like, again, not specific, obviously not specific, but is it a deity? Could it be demon? Something
it doesn't seem like it would fit.
outside of the world of deity.
Yeah, I mean, you don't think it would be demon, just based on
Demons like deals, but this seems too benevolent.
yeah.
Mm.
And they tend to focus more on like deals with the living, not so much
With the dead, yeah.
if they're already dead. Maybe.
Resurrection specifically, yeah.
Yeah. I was probably thinking outside of the D&D pantheon. It's got demons.
Marshall, we're here to protect each other and our friends too. And that you made some stupid deal to come back. Who knows what will be asked of you. I'm glad you're back. And we'll fight this together.
I mean, stupid deal, yes, but no choice.
It's kind of Dane jumps in. It's like, having heard that, it's like, well, I'm not sure if I'd say stupid deal. I haven't known you long, but I'd prefer you alive than dead.
Well, you know what do you
Rudolf
have?
on nodding agreement.
Well, of course, I'd rather have you with me here.
But out of curiosity, I lean down and try
Yeah.
to cast light on the shadow.
Okay. It doesn't
Once I
actually.
cast light, I asked him to move so that when the shadow moves, I determine did I just cast it on the floorboard or did it actually?
It is on. Yeah.
connect
So
to the
you
shadow?
hits the light, lights up. The shadow actually disappears from the light.
And is now behind him.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I mean,
It's now up on the ceiling,
And
waving
yeah.
at me.
it currently looks like it's following his movements. Yeah.
I dispel the light.
Just as Odolf, maybe in the moment of not really knowing what's going on, maybe call it confusion, whatever you want, he'll walk up to Marshall, put a hand on his shoulder, and then place the other one right directly on his heart, and mutter a little prayer, and out of an overabundance of caution, bless the dead.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, everything, you don't get any weird sensations from it. Yeah, everything feels kosher.
Yeah. Okay.
Seems like a
Rudolph?
question for another day. Let's either go check on Ireena or get some rest.
Rudolph, I mean, thanks for whatever you're doing, but was this supposed to do anything?
That's awesome.
It's normally a little prayer I like to place on the dead. I see that you're living. The situation is odd. It's out of my realm of expertise. I felt that it wouldn't do any harm.
All I know is I'm just getting my ass kicked day in, day out in this fucking place.
We should probably check on Ireena, and then try to find and then rest for the night.
Yes.
I
good
know
idea.
I'm feeling pretty tapped out myself.
Mhm.
I don't even understand how you guys are still walking.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I mean, I'm barely walking.
Just I know like Odolf is tired, but you can see that they're fucking tired.
Right. I'm sure.
Dane's
Adelaide and
actually pretty
Marshall
good.
are.
Yeah.
Adelaide and
Oh,
Marshall
Dane's doing
The
great.
guy who's supposed to be the meat shield is just like, it's another day.
All right. Adelaide and Marshall are leaning on each other as we go out, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's
So
go.
you guys make your way out. again, streets are kind of quiet right now. It's getting darker out, but you follow the directions that Danica provided. Now you make your way to what you assume to be what you believe to be the home of Eli von Habsburg.
Ooh.
All right.
Any?
I knock.
Yeah.
As you knock, there's some silence, and then you hear some movement at the door. Who is it?
My name's Dane. We're friends of a guest here.
Oh, the door kind of peeks open, and you see an older gentleman, kind of white, grayish hair. He's got a little goatee, and he's kind of peeking out, and he counts. He's, oh, okay. He opens the door. Please come in.
Right.
I'll follow Dane in.
Yeah, and he starts making his way over to a set of double doors, and he opens the doors for you and says, he enters and, my lord, we have your companions, Ireena's companions are here. And Eli turns around. Thank you, Alexander. Please, I would offer you a seat, but we can go sit around the table. You look very, very weathered and injured.
Yeah, I died.
description.
Today. It sucked.
I'm going to say in Ireena's head, stroke your hair if you're not safe.
She looks up at you and she just like,
Doesn't do it. Okay, good.
yeah, and she turns around and she's just like, I am so glad that you are all safe. Did you fight more of those vampires?
Yes, there were many in the town, and they've done much devastation to the city. Yes, we've defeated many of them, and I believe we have effectively pissed off the devil.
Do you know how many brides the devil may have, by chance?
Ireena says, I've heard many, but I don't believe.
There's one fewer.
Wow, you fought a bride of the devil? Oh, and you've made it. That's good news. And
Barely.
Eli stands up and he's just like,
Please, can we sit? We've been up all day.
yes, please, come. Sit at the table.
All right, I plop down right here without moving very far.
What's
We'll
this
have-
guy's name again? Sorry.
Can you
Eli
give
von,
us-
yeah, I'll give you the name here. Let's see.
Oh, okay.
Configure hovered by anyone. There you go. So you can hover over it.
Cool.
Ah, thank you.
He's going to sit down at the table and Ireena will come out. Alexander, he comes out of the kitchen and he starts setting drinks along the table. Would you, I'm just shutting the door. I forgot to shut it. Would you please stay for dinner tonight?
eagerly say, yes, that would be nice.
Very good. He again, kind of as he's looking you over, he sees that you're very battle worn. I'm assuming you would like a good, nice bath and possibly a chance to refresh yourselves.
Mm-hmm. That would be very nice.
That would be fantastic.
I could just go for a good beer.
Get to
Alexander's, he nods, and he had set some water down, but he goes in and starts to grab something. I will have Ile prepare a bath. Or I'm sorry, I will have Alexander prepare a bath.
I'm going to say in Odolph's head, Odolph, well, this seems like a great thing, right? I just hope that Ireena, I just hope that she's not charmed, right? So we must stay wary.
I don't flinch or anything. I just listen in and keep looking in whatever direction I'm looking in, or
Right.
Shit, sorry guys. I don't mean to post all this
okay.
stuff. I accidentally just clicked on it.
Alexander will prepare the bath. Please, tell me what happened.
Well, where do we start? We're in the church, and oh boy, it was so much. Something was stolen from the church, and we went to track it down, and we ran into I don't know. It seems that there was a plan in place by the devil to procure this artifact from the church to then attack this town. By any chance, did you find anything on that creature that I assume you two slew outside of the Blue Water Inn?
There was nothing. I heard. I was on my way back from visiting the town square, and I heard a commotion and saw flames from one of the buildings on fire. And I was going to make my way back to the town square, and I saw a young man coming across the street, and that vampire had jumped on him and bit into his neck, and I chased her down, and I fought her outside of the Blue Water Inn. And at that point, I knew it wasn't safe for Ireena there, so I grabbed her and brought her here.
You fought that one alone, or did you have help?
I had fought her myself.
I just give him a nod. If I have a beer in hand yet, I kind of, give a little toast. And
Interesting.
But she did not have anything.
Well, and then we went back to the church, and there we fought. She said her name was Ludmilla, one of the brides of the devil. And if it weren't for the heroics of my companions, surely more would have died. I am in no state to tell the story now, but perhaps tomorrow I could give a better account of what happened.
At about that point, you see or you hear Alexander coming back down now, and he's I've prepared a bath. Who would like to bathe first?
Adelaide kind of like just like looks at you all and like starts to stand up. She grabs some. Is there any food on the table or not food? Not yet.
There's no food yet.
Oh, that's fine. She'll grab her drink and start going that way.
I try and catch my sister's eye and give her like a nod to let me know if anything happens.
Right.
It is just follow the stairs up, and it is all the way in the back, on your left.
Thank you for your hospitality, Von Habsburg. Ireena, it is good to see you're safe.
And Alexander goes in the kitchen and he starts continuing he brings out another tray, like a charcuterie, and he has some cheeses and some like little, they almost look like chips. They're obviously like potato originated, but they're like dried potato with some salt on them.
What door did he say this was on?
All the way at the back.
As I come up here, can I listen? Is there anything going on up here?
Sure, you can roll perception.
Yeah. Okay.
He put that bath together pretty fast for somebody who doesn't have indoor plumbing.
Maybe I was talking. I gave the short version of what Adelaide would have said. With the 10, do I hear anything?
No.
Okay, I am going to. Is this like curtains?
Yeah, there's curtains there. Yeah,
I'm gonna poke my head in there.
Sure. In this room, you can see there's an array of like cushions and like just looks like it's very like, what's the word I'm looking for? Relaxed, like kind of cushions laying on the ground. There's the couch and then the piano. There's some bottles that are, kind of laying around. Just looks like a relaxing room, like maybe where you entertain like a party kind of.
It's not
atmosphere.
I don't get like a bondage feel to it.
No.
Okay, got it. Okay. I'm gonna start moving silently. I'm gonna start checking these.
Okay.
I'm gonna check these doors. I'm not messing around.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
Okay. In this room, you can see it's a very well laid out, kind of actually pristine room. Yeah, everything's like well placed. There's no dust. It's just very well kept.
Okay, like a guess. Okay, I'll close it back up. Like I'll come back in here.
Yeah, the room you're in now looks to be maybe
His bedroom.
His bedroom. Did I not put doors on that?
No. All right.
Okay.
Were they open?
They were open. I just forgot to put doors. Let me do that real quick.
Okay. Ooh, there's some sort of book on its nightstand. I'm gonna walk over there and see what the hell that book is.
No, it's not one of those doors. It's actually the book is actually has a lock on it.
I see keys over here. Do those keys look like they might fit it?
Maybe.
Wow, guys. I'm doing it. I'm not fucking around. I've taken the keys and I'm gonna try to fit them in there.
Okay. Actually, let me see if I can.
Sorry, you guys want to do anything for a minute? Well, yeah.
So you're doing that. Okay, so Eli, he after you kind of nodded to him and held up your
oh shit, I went on the wrong map. I can't see my map anymore, Ernie. Sorry.
That's okay. I'll get you back there.
Okay.
So if you nod to him, he kind of. So you do not look like you're. Where are you from? And he's looking at you, Dane.
I'm from a stone quarry far, far away from here. I'm not even sure it's in the same plane.
You're built very, very much like a stoneworker. You've got a nice big build. Good shape for a bodyguard.
I have to hold up my sledgehammer and put it back down again. That's what I do.
Yes. He looks across the table down towards you, Odolf. You seem very holy. I see you seem very peaceful.
I am. The goddess of singing waters blesses me every day with the strength to not raise my hand to my enemies.
We do not have very many people that speak of, I believe, Eldath, is that?
That's correct.
And you, young man, he looks over at you, Marshall. You mentioned something about dying.
Yes. The blood you see covering me is mostly my own.
He does not laugh. That is Ernie laughing.
But I'm also pretty sick of this place. No disrespect to you, but it seems like the common people here in Vallaki or Barovia or everywhere are just torn apart and destroyed so casually. It's kind of sickening. I'm sorry. No offense.
Oh, none taken.
I thank you for your generosity, but who are you and where are we?
Well, I am Ile van Habsburg. I've been able to make a name for myself in trade, and been able to afford a relatively easy life here. I can afford everything I need. I've been able to have a decent life. I do not I do see I guess what you may mention as suffering from some, but I have had no issues with the rule of Strahd.
Does he actually use the name?
Yeah, he says Strahd.
I see you don't hold to the tenets of the Burgermeister.
He's a fool. He tries to rule these people with false hopes of grandeur and well-being, and his family, his family line has ruled this city for a long, long time, and every one of them have been the same. I do not fear him. He's a scared man.
So do you hold sides with the devil, or Strahd as you refer to, or is it just a matter of he doesn't affect your life, so you have no concern?
It doesn't affect me. Yeah, I don't bother him, and he doesn't bother me.
Just making sure, because we did just kill one of his brides. So I wanted to see if this was going to turn into an ugly night.
Yeah. But see if his reaction to that. What Dan just said.
Oh, you inciting him?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Nice.
I mean,
Not too bad.
yeah, he doesn't seem to react in it in any way, honestly. Doesn't seem doesn't seem to be happy or angry or sad or anything. I mean, just kind of emotionless about it.
I kind of glance around over at Marshall and Odolph, and the apologies if this is ground if you have covered before, but is this the place where you were born and raised, Eli, or did you at some point find yourself here?
I've been here my whole life.
Not my experience, so I was curious if it held the same.
The land does seem to bring in people from outside from time to time, such as yourselves.
So you seem aware that it's does it seem to you that they've come from just the next town over, or are you familiar with the origins of those people?
It doesn't seem to be particular in where the land picks and chooses.
Ireena, it seems like you have a different opinion of Strahd from your friend.
Yes, I do. He is a terrible man. He is harassed me and my family for a long, long time, and I wish he was dead. This place would be better off without him. And Alexander, he brings out like a large tray of like kind of, it's like roasted root vegetables, and there's a like a big, like tenderloin looking cut of meat. He sets it out on the table. And okay, so Adelaide, let me see how
I don't have the map anymore. Sorry.
Yeah, let me get you back.
I'll go down and then up again.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. So you grabbed the keys and went over to the book?
Yeah.
Okay. The key fits, yeah. You unlock the book.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to, you know what? I have Mage Hand. I have Telekinetic. I don't have to touch it. And it has no components, so I don't have to say anything or do anything. I can just do it. So I'm going to open the book telekinetically.
Okay.
I don't want to touch it.
So you unlock it physically, though, right?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, and you step back, and then telekinetically, you're like looking at it, and the latch is like, and then the book starts to fold open.
What does it say?
So you go up and you look. You're reading. It looks like some kind of ledger of some sort, maybe. You see like a name of like a name across the top that says Wilhelmina Rostova, and then there's like some dates and some like kind of like like marks like 1, 2, 3, 4, and then there's like a line through it, like some different marks. And then you go to the next page. I'm assuming you look at the more pages. Looks maybe like a ledger of some sort, but you can roll investigation if you want on it.
Go to the latest entry. Okay, sure. Yeah, well, I'll do it. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I have no fucking clue.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, you go. I mean, it's you just can continue flipping through, and there's some. Every page seems to have like a different name, and there's like different line items of things. There'll be like 3 crates, and then it'll have like a currency amount.
Okay.
And then there's like another line, and it seems like some kind of ledger, like a shipping ledger, maybe.
I don't know how to read this stuff. Okay, crap. All right, as far as I know. All right, I'll lock it up. And I'll sigh. Oh, God, I don't know. I'll look under his pillow and under his bed.
Okay.
Just to make sure
Perception
there's nothing
roll.
crazy. Yeah, and I'm like exhausted doing this, so I'll take that though.
Yeah. It's very well kept. I mean, everything is like, the bedding is like well made. The sheets are fitted tight.
Mm-hmm.
Like pillows, nice and plush and fluffy and tucked in. You look under the bed. It's like completely empty under the bed. There's not even dust underneath the bed. It's just like super well kept.
Lock the book, back up, return the keys. Is this a patio? These doors? They seem to go outside.
You would guess based on their position, yeah.
Okay, forget it. I'm gonna go into the bathroom.
Okay.
And same with this one. These doors seem to be a patio.
Yeah.
All right. I am going to actually go back here, close the door so I hear someone if they come.
Okay.
I'm going to close the curtains. I'm going to sigh. I'm going to take off my stuff, and I'm going to get in the bath.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
All right.
I'm scared.
The water is warm. There's actually behind you, there's like some pots and stuff that are sitting on like a stove, like if you want to refresh the water. And yeah, there's like petals, like flower petals in there. There's some scented oils like over here.
Yeah, I'm no stranger to these things, so I partake.
This is like completely like very nice.
All right. I probably am here for a while. Yeah.
Okay. So back to downstairs, Alexander lays the tray of food down, and he goes around. He actually is like, scooping the food on the plates for you and like carving the meat and setting it.
Rudolf only takes the root vegetables.
Okay, cool. Is there anything I can have Alexander get any of you? I want you to be comfortable. You look very weary.
I'm assuming there's plentiful amounts of food right now, and like he's being a very hospitable host. So
yeah, this is like
is kind of nice, right?
Yes,
Probably
this
haven't
is
seen this since we got here.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah. It's like, no, I just
and the food's delicious. Like, I mean, you're tasting it. It's the
Wonderful.
seasoning is perfect. Like,
nice. Is it too perfect?
Yeah.
I mean, it's to you. It's, I mean, from what you've had, this is, yeah, it almost feels too perfect just from the experiences you've had for the last, couple of weeks you've been here or whatever.
No, I understand. Yeah. No, I kind of tell him like everything is wonderful, thank you. As I stuff myself full of carrots and potatoes or whatever it is.
In between bites, Dane probably speaks up and says, "So what was up with that sword cane guy?" And he kind of glances around because I bailed like as soon as the fight was over, rushing back to the inn. So
without him, we would all be dead.
Sword cane guy. What do you mean?
and a little bit older gentleman showed up and joined the fracas at the church. I left before I had a chance to get a name or anything, so I was wondering if my companions had any other details.
What did he look like?
I describe him as best I can. But
I don't believe I know him. At least he is not from Vallaki. Do you?
well, he was helpful, so that's as much as I'll be worried
So
about.
he's
for
an
the time
old guy
being.
with a cane that had a sword in it. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
I don't even.
Okay.
Did a sword actually come out, or did he actually use the cane itself as like a weapon?
Yeah, he actually drew the.
He did
it
drew.
was-
Okay.
Yeah, it was like a, like the cane was like
saber
a
from
sheath
it,
for it. Yeah.
That gentleman seemed very proficient with eliminating the vampire threat. The vampires
catch his
who were
name?
killing us and
He didn't say his name.
other townsfolk.
Do you plan on staying in Vallaki for very long?
I don't think so.
At least a night or two. Must rest.
Yes, you look very, very well. I would offer you to stay, but I've offered the guest bedroom to Ireena, and she has agreed to stay here, where she will be safe.
Safe?
Yes, she'll be safe here, and I mean that is my only spare room, unfortunately. But
That sofa over there looks comfy enough for me. If you wouldn't mind, I'd crash there. No offense to you, gentlemen, but you've been a gracious host. But I don't know you well, and I know my friends can take care of themselves if I stay here to just keep an eye on Ireena for the evening.
He's a good guard. He wouldn't be put out with him.
we do have there is one spare bed in the Alexander's room, and I don't think Alexander would mind if you would rather sleep in the bed, but the couch is perfectly sufficient.
Well, I would have to check with my sister and see what she would like to do.
Understood. Then he continues eating. Adelaide, the water feels fantastic. You're almost like you're fighting, keeping your eyes open. You're so tired.
Yeah.
Yeah, the water just feels fantastic. You've probably added some, scented oils. Yeah, so you can definitely do the short rest. Yeah,
Good.
and so you're studying the ring, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me get your character sheet. All right, so I think we can do this. Showed up for you, right?
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
All right. So, is there anything else in particular? Anybody? I'm assuming like if there's any other conversation you guys want to have, like the night would probably continue like this. There's some small talk. I'm assuming the rest of you would want to bathe.
That would be preferable, I guess. Take turns, just while the evening away, having food and baths and
Okay.
just I guess good small talk. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean he's asking you like how things have been since you've been here, how long. I mean, if you choose not to answer any of it, that's fine. But he's just making talk.
Mm-hmm.
Dane's happy to kind of take point on conversation, knowing that Marshall and Odaf are probably a little more beat up than he is, and also that he hasn't been around as long. So if anything slips, it's going to be much less pertinent information. So we can almost kind of play, word guardsman in the same way. It's just
Sure.
he can just do general banter about whatever.
Okay. All right. Well,
Can we ask a little bit about his history and his family's history here?
sure. Well, my family has, I guess you could say, been wealthy. I was raised wealthy. We had, this is a family home. My parents owned this house when I was a child. I grew up here. They are since deceased, but I took over the family business essentially, and
What do you trade?
all manner of goods. Whatever's needed. That's how I've made my wealth. Some people can say that I've had some people say that I take advantage of certain situations for profit, and I won't lie, I do, but I'm a businessman. But
Would you have anything on stock useful to an adventuring group such as ourselves? If that's the case, we could potentially use some goods at decent rates.
see there's a little sound of a piano coming from upstairs. Let's see.
That could be my sister. She's pretty proficient with many, many musical instruments.
Well, if sounds like she may be done her bath. If you don't mind, maybe I can go take mine.
I had let's see.
You got some Beethoven on cue.
I guess it's not piano, but
We'll pretend.
yeah.
You had something piano before.
Yeah, I was trying to find.
Oh, do I see you walk by? Oh.
Just walk by and go have my bath.
Where'd it go?
Oh, and I'm you as you came in, I'm wearing like fine clothes now, like a nice like fine dress. I've got like a pack of like all my crap probably just like sitting next
Okay.
to me. It's like good to get out of that fucking leather armor, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So back to Dane, your question. He kind of smiles when he hears the piano playing. But in my business, I don't really keep the inventory. I am buying goods, and I'm mainly in the transportation part of it. I buy goods in one area and transport them to another that needs it.
Understood. Can't hurt a man to ask.
All right. I think I am out of drink and I'm thirsty. So you guys want to take a break here, and
Yeah,
we'll
good
reconvene
spot.
in a couple minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sure.
Be right back.
All right.
Cool.
You drinking something good?
I finished up the. Well, I'm trying to think of what size they are. I guess it's a liter probably of Chimay Red.
Mm.
That was the start, and then this is Ephemere, which is Unibrow, Belgium. Unibrow Brewing's Strawberry Rhubarb.
Ooh.
It's
Interesting.
interesting. Yeah, it's very very fragrant. It's one of those, you have like one of them every once in a while, and then you're kind of done with it for a while. Comes in a 4-pack, and this is the third of the 4 that's been in the fridge for a while. I like some of their other ones. They have Trois Pistales and La Fin du Monde. Are both by the same brewing company, and both of those I really really like. So I tried this one just to see what one of their other ones was.
Which one is?
This is Ephemere. Strawberry Rhubarb.
Yeah. Oh, those are fantastic. Yeah.
It sounds more awkward than it actually is. It's actually very light, refreshing, and crisp. Trois Pistales is one that to me is very much it has a beer flavor but a wine body, if that makes sense. That's probably my favorite of their group. A couple of my coworkers really like La Fin du Monde, and my wife likes to tell the story of where she came in and saw me drinking La Fin du Monde. She's like, she looked at the bottle for a second. She's like, that means the end of the world, right? Said, well, if you're gonna die.
That comes from Quebec.
Yeah.
La Fin du Monde?
It's a Canadian brewing company.
Yeah, I had that when I was fucking back in Montreal. It was there was another. There's two. I think there was 2 or 3 of them that had weird names like that.
Yeah, they make at least 4 of them that are consistently in the shelves around me. La Fin du Monde, Trois Pistales, Ephemere, and I forgot what the 4th one is, but
Maudit.
Yeah, that might be it.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I've tried that one just yet.
Maudit means cursed.
I
means
think,
what?
I'm pretty sure it means cursed.
Damn it.
Cool.
Nice.
What's it?
This is
All
where
right.
I just opened the mead.
Oh, mead.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
But check it out. It's only like there it is. Yeah, 6.
Ginger and honey. That sounds good.
Yeah. I need to try mead again. The first time I had it, I hadn't researched it, so I didn't know what to expect, and I was basically unaware that it was more wine-ish than beer-ish. So I was very kind of disappointed going into it because I'd also had a handful of beers going into it. So the change in flavor profiles and everything was completely different. I was actually at a Celtic Fling weekend. So I was just really expecting like just beer and beer and beer. And then I was just like, oh, mead, I got to try that. And I was like expecting beer and got mead. And it was just thrown for a loop. And I think I'd probably enjoy it if I went.
You
into
would
it
if you started
knowing
with it,
what to expect. But yeah,
always
going into
wanted-
it just.
Yeah, I've always wanted to. I always had wanted to try it, and I remember in the liquor store, I saw a bottle. I'm like, mead. I never tried it. But then I looked at the $30 price tag. I'm like, yeah, maybe I'll save that.
And there's, I mean, there's so many
That was
different
years
flavor
ago.
profiles of it too. It's not,
I just wanted to try.
Like
and
you
it was.
can
It
have,
looked. I
like-
think it was just base mead. Like
I mean,
no.
there's like the drier ones and the more sweeter ones. There's a whole gamut of them too.
Oh sure.
Yeah, this one actually is. This is my first time trying it, and it's kind of dry, and I like that it's lower alcohol, and it's.
I know. I know. I would. I used to like the drier end of like if I was drinking wine, it would always be dry. Never really liked the sweet end of that stuff. So I think I would have liked the dry stuff best. I'm just guessing. I'll never figure it. I'll never find out.
Speaking of mead, Alexander actually brings some mead out for Dane.
Excellent.
I'm gonna before I go down, I'm gonna determine a tale, Ernie,
Okay.
just to see what spirit is following me. Does it roll? How do I do this?
You got to click on the tail. You got to click on the table.
It should be 1d8 now.
Did I not update it?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's on there. Click on the table. And
It's
on the chat
Oh,
thing.
it is. Oh, okay, cool. Got it. It just says 1d6. Oh, well, that fucking sucks.
Oh, it
wait,
did
it
roll
was
a
a
d6.
Oh, it did roll 1d6. All right, I'm gonna roll a 1d8. I'll just roll.
Wait, hold
1d8.
on,
Is that
hold
cool?
on.
You want to redo it? Okay.
Click when you click. So you clicked on the determine the tail, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I see why. Never mind. Update. Okay, try it again.
Okay, now it says it. Okay, I'm gonna roll again. Oh, but like, oh shit!
Oh wait, what the shit?
Something's null.
Well, we know what the number is at least. It just didn't give you the result from the table.
Tail of the
Oh,
beloved
you know why?
friends.
Because I changed the tails.
Okay. Which one is this? We kind of made.
I put them in the
this was-
order too. Do you have the order? Can you you want
What do
to
you
read
mean?
me just read me the order? So it's
Clever, renowned
animal.
duelist.
renowned
Yep.
duelist.
Yep.
Okay.
Beloved friends. Tail of runaway.
Beloved friends. Tail of the
Runaway. Avenger. Oh, here's a
Avenger.
piano piece.
Yeah.
Yeah. Traveler. Beguiler, Phantom. But let's go with the beloved
Beguiler.
friends. So
That was the 3. Yeah. So
yeah. So for some reason or other, like Adelaide like looks over her shoulder, and she sees the ghostly apparitions of Rose and what were their
Thorn.
names? Rose and
and
Thorn
Thorn.
Durst, like kind of just following her. Do you remember the 2 kids in the first mansion,
Mhm.
guys? So
That's
they're
right.
kind of they're following her right now. Anyway, so she sees it. That's kind of like how we'll like flavor it.
Dane does throw one other question out during the
Yeah.
conversation. It's maybe not as benign. Just kind of looping back is just to the trade side of things, asking about. He's like, so with your ambivalence, shall we say, towards Strahd, do you have any direct trade dealings with him?
I have, yes.
And I know this is probably sensitive information, but would you be interested in divulging what type of goods that tends to be in?
Usually,
I'm kind of glancing over, like I'm kind of side-eyeing over at Ireena as I'm, bringing this up, just being like,
usually, usually wines.
What would a vampire need with wine?
what does anybody need with wine?
Oh, that's true.
I mean,
Well, there's many good things.
he does entertain folks from time to time. So
Do we know this? Aside, do we typically know where he is? Have we had these conversations as to where he tends to be based out of?
I don't think you would know unless maybe like it came up during like conversation with the other people. Like you guys, the rest of you do know. I mean, you saw it. I mean,
Okay. As long as I get the feeling like the party knows where he is, because that was like one of the other things I was thinking is that if we didn't know where he was, this was a means of kind of getting into, not that we have anywhere near the strength to fight him, but just an idea of where base of operations is. But if
I think maybe like they may have. I think they may have said it when
When we're talking to the
if we've gone over each other's backstories at any point, like sitting around a table, I'm sure it would have been brought up that they had been in the vicinity of.
Yeah, I think it may when they were talking about bringing Ireena here, maybe they mentioned like Castle Ravenloft or something. So
there, when we were having our fortunes told, maybe with the what was that camp? What was the name of those? The traveling
Vistani
people?
camp.
Yeah, Vistanis. Didn't they one? They're talking about Strahd.
yeah, I mean, yeah, even when you guys were in the village of Barovia, I mean, it was just like basically overlooking the village from the cliff, the mountainside there.
And we've seen him before.
Potentially, yeah.
Yeah, Dane, being on the bottom end of a trade as a manual laborer for, stone, Dane has a very blasé opinion of, trade above him. So there was actually some kind of a personal query of, this guy's clearly way up the food chain. How far up does he actually trade? So there was a little bit of letting Ireena know who she's kind of in bed with per se, but at the same time, also just getting a feel for the lay of the land.
Yeah, I mean, when she your passive perception's enough to notice it, but anytime you mention Strahd with him and about trading, you always see she always tends to just look down at her food. She's not looking actively.
Right. So I'm kind of getting the impression, I kind of understand why, as much as she has liked him personally, it's never really gone beyond that. That's at least in Dane's, that's my character impression right now as to why she's friendly, but not more than.
Yeah. All right. Anything anyone else would like to do or talk about?
No, nothing specific to talk. I mean, I'm up having a bath. I think for shits and giggles, what Odolph will do is he'll very carefully time himself. He'll start muttering a prayer to himself as he's finishing bathing and getting dressed again, and will time it such that he's walking down to everybody on the first floor and will be just finishing his prayer of healing as he comes down and meets everyone back down, just to refresh everyone. I know that not everyone needs it, but he can do everyone at the table.
Including himself?
What's that?
Including himself?
Oh, yeah, good point.
Did you get my stuff there, Marshall? What I told you in your head?
Oh, many wine bottles upstairs.
Well, I'll do at least us, anyways. I mean, I can do everyone but one person. Could probably leave.
I say in your head.
Alexander's more of just a butler, right?
Yeah, and he's back in the kitchen. He's back.
Okay.
He's basically as you guys eat the stuff, he's replenishing.
Okay. All right. And just as he's kind of finishes off, he's like, would you mind if I give you the blessing of Eldath?
You said to Elay?
Yeah, since he's the host.
Please. You may.
And I will give you a prayer of healing. Just to top us all up, just in case. There. Boom.
Nice.
Not too
Wow.
bad.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. And I mean, he would finish off his prayer and you would feel a definite warmth rushing over you. Feel my bar didn't move. I don't think I didn't pick myself.
Oh,
What did
hold
I
on.
miss?
I just manually changed mine.
Oh, did none of yours go up?
Well, I was trying to click it, but I don't know why. Maybe because you had him untargeted after. I think you untargeted before I applied it, maybe.
Is it something you have to do something in the background?
Let me see if I can do.
I wonder if the targeting outside of combat tracker might be wonky.
Target yourself. I'm going to see if it does it to you here.
Okay. Sorry,
Actually, I don't see you on there.
Well, I didn't have myself targeted. I forgot to target myself, so I was. Do you want me to do it again?
No, that's fine. You just go ahead and
Okay.
manually do yours. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know why it didn't work there.
I'll also say in your head, Marshall, like I told you about the wine bottles. I'll also tell you about the book that I unlocked and I looked in, but I don't make any sense of it. It was a bunch of numbers and it's like a ledger of some sort, some people's names. I mean, the keys are right there on the shelf. I opened the book on his. Anyway, I'm telling you all this in your head, right?
We can't communicate with.
No, you can't say anything back, right? So
I can just nod.
If you get a chance to look, maybe you can make sense of what the hell that all is. It sounds like he just is a traitor, right? And perhaps Strahd looks the other way. Perhaps he does trading for Strahd. And I just don't know if I trust. If Strahd comes asking for Ireena, is he one to stand up to him? I don't know. He may have a good thing here. He may not want to ruin it.
Sister, is there anything on this side of the table you'd like passed to you? And I nod.
Yeah. Oh, yes, more of that. Yes, that looks good. Yeah.
Got a good eye.
And I'll just play off that.
Ernie.
Yeah.
Nothing's going
In
on.
the fight, did I lose hit points? Because my D&D Beyond and my sheet in Foundry have got two
you were
different
getting
numbers.
wailed on. You were getting wailed on a little bit.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. So the one on the okay.
The one in Foundry is the
most up to date. Okay, that's all I need to know. Thank you.
You might have saved you tried to save Marshall pretty much, kind of.
Okay. So when you import everything, you only imported certain parts of it. Then I was just confused because I thought it was going to be.
I don't push anything back to D&D Beyond. I only pull into Foundry.
Okay.
But only pulls in certain things, so it wouldn't overwrite
I
hit
pick and
points or
choose.
something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Cool. I was just making sure. All right. Sorry.
Yeah, you should have this character should have your new max, but it had your whatever your previous hit point value was. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like if you were at like 25 hit points, I think.
Yeah, that's right.
Even at your old max, but you stayed at 25, but your max went up.
Yep, that's right. I was just a little confused because it's clear now. Thank you.
Yep. I'll say to Herr von Habsburg, I mean, I very much would enjoy staying. Do you play the piano upstairs?
Yes, I enjoy it. Yes.
I mean, it is perhaps not tonight, but perhaps another night we could enjoy trading tunes.
That would be wonderful. I would love it. And he you can tell he genuinely seems interested that you were playing it. Even when you were playing, you didn't see it, but when you were playing, there was a smile on his face.
Was it well worn? I just kind of like little things. It sounds like it's a well worn piano. Okay.
Yeah. And it was perfectly in tune.
Yeah. I think I'm going to ask Dane. Dane, I'm going to say in your head. I mean, what do we have to? Do we have to worry here?
Has Dane actually reacted to you speaking in his head yet?
No, never. I mean, it's
never has. I don't think.
No. I mean, I imagine it's kind of in her voice, so you know it. You get some sort of connection that it's her, right?
Does Dane try to respond mentally as well? Is that why there's
Nothing
never ever a response? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I would assume if you didn't trust, you would say something or do something or. Okay.
I feel like every time you've done it so far, it's just been in really awkward scenarios where it's just
right.
Why would I respond to this?
Yeah, right. No, that's fine. Yeah. No, she's used to
Like this is one of the first times that it's actually been kind of, in something that Dane understands is like, okay, this actually is a makes sense question during a makes sense time frame to have this conversation. So I was just kind of trying to remember if I had responded before to like
No, I don't think
if
so.
and how I could respond.
If you all excuse me, I'll use the washroom to clean up.
Please.
Yeah, so I think this time Dane probably does like you see him kind of almost look constipated as he's like trying to.
It doesn't. I'll say in your head, it only works one way. I don't know what you're thinking. Take a drink if you don't fully trust him. And he takes a drink. Okay. Oh, okay. It's okay. Got it. And I say, I don't know either, but something tells me he has a good thing with Strahd, and if Strahd came asking for Ireena, I don't know. I don't know if I'd trust him to stand up to him. Would he risk losing everything? So, anyway.
Dane's really think he's like he wants to respond to that one because he actually has some insight here, but he's just like,
yeah. Right.
I think as Marshall's going upstairs, he's checking all the doors upstairs for locked doors, and
Every one of them is like seemed unlocked. Yeah.
oh, they're all unlocked. Cool.
Yeah.
I think he's peeking in, looking for chests or stuff. He could
The
full on do his thing.
The first one in this room right here, you peeked in that one, and it was the guest bedroom that
That's
I
weird.
described earlier for Adelaide.
Yeah. Okay. You guys mind if I?
I think it's probably because I don't have it active. I could probably make it act. I mean,
It was there for a second.
well, it's the way the token thing works. I'll make it active. You'll probably see it, but the rest of you will probably see nothing.
I see.
Oh, so we can come up here now with you.
But you probably can't.
Yeah, we don't. Oh, I see it because I've been in every room.
I could.
I don't have the fog of war.
I can do
because
this.
I've
I
already
can
been a
do-
nosy bastard.
No, that's
Right.
so. I went upstairs and then now I don't see any maps. It's strange.
I can do that. So you guys could probably watch him if you want. You-
Can't see him. No.
I can't see anything.
I can see it on the stream.
Oh yeah, there you go. Marshall.
Do you guys mind if I reload?
Oh, because you.
Oh,
Can't,
hold
or
on.
is he
Let me
just-
see if I
No,
can.
I think it's just he doesn't have your. He may just not have your. Or I don't know.
Let me do
On
this.
the stream, I'm assuming he's targeted and I can see everything there.
Yeah.
So it seems like he should be able to see it.
You guys
Yeah,
should
but
see back to the.
yeah, we're back down here.
Don't own any token with vision on this screen. That says for me.
Okay. Let's see if you see back to floor 1. Your character now.
No, nothing.
Maybe refresh.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm trying the other maps and I'm just not getting anything right now. It's
Okay.
funny 'cause it was working perfectly up until right now. I'll just try refreshing. Sorry.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Ireena, if you truly feel safe here with Herr von Hofsberg, then perhaps this is a good place for you.
Yes, my father has known him, and I've known him for many, many years, and I trust him.
I'm gonna look at Herr von Hofsberg. And
I
just
asked
kind
Ireena, would you like me to stay?
It is up to you. Either way, it's fine.
Here we go.
I'll say to Herr von Habsburg, if the devil Strahd comes, you will protect her?
I would protect this lady with my life. And he like glances over at her and just smiles.
All right, I'm gonna give him the Larry David stare on that one. Does he seem to be? Well, I'm not one to do it right now. I'm so exhausted. Yeah.
I like you sense some affection there. Like he has like a kind of a little twinkle in his eye for her, you know.
I'll ask Ireena in her head. You do know he has a crush on you, yes?
Her face goes like almost red, like just very blushy, and she just kind of looks down at her food, and
So that was a positive reaction, not like okay, got it. That's good. Well,
do you see your character, Marshall, or no?
No, and it gave me a message like you don't own it. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. There we go.
Herr Habsburg, we traveled far from Barovia, the village of Barovia, to get Ireena here safe. We would be leaving her in your care, and please, we trust that you will do all that you can to protect her. Now, she is not one that needs much protecting, but
yes, she's
nonetheless,
she's quite a lady. Yes, but I've done my fair share of training with the sword, so I feel I am sufficient enough to protect her from anything.
Aye, because if there are some good things in this world, I believe she is one of them.
She blushes again, and you feel her she kind of reaches her hand down over towards you and grabs a hold of your hand.
Oh, that's sweet.
And
I'll hold her hand.
Squeezes it tight.
And if there are lights in this damned place, we have to keep them burning. And we will be entrusting you to keep this light burning, Herr Habsburg. Will you do this?
Yes. You seem like very genuine people, and I can sense that you wish this lady well-being and safety, and I commend you on that, and I thank you. She is a good person. Yeah, I think once you go out here, let me try this. Configure. Oh, wait, I need to toggle now. Oops. Didn't want to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Hold on.
I went into a room and then I lost everything. I don't know if it's a Google Chrome issue or not. Sorry.
No, I think it's let me set it to where it's navigation. Now see if you can clear. You should see it in your list now.
Yeah, it's in my list. It's in my list, but then I'm not getting any visual. It's just gray, which is weird.
Oops. So the room you're in currently, I'll just describe him and I'll bring you back to the other one.
Cool.
Yeah. So the room you're in currently that you walked into was a looks to be like a guest room. It's very pristine. There's a bed, well-made bed, like a table with a mirror and stuff at one end.
Okay. I think I've got my skeleton key out. I'm walking around stealthy.
Okay.
Looking for something like, what can I use this on?
You do see the room. Adelaide, you talked about a room with bottles, right? Is that
Yes.
You mentioned that. Okay, so you see the room where she was like playing the piano. There's like a couch and cushions laying down and some bottles kind of laying around. They are bottles. Like I'm assuming you're picking them up to look at them.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Water in. They are bottles of Red Dragon Crush.
Oh, delicious.
Yeah, those are the.
Sounds more like a shade of lipstick than a wine.
They were the Red Dragon Crush bottles were if you remember from the previous night, they were the more expensive of the wine bottles from.
And they didn't have any.
They didn't have any. Yeah, they were
Interesting.
out. Well, they weren't.
They're
They were
out.
out. Yeah.
You're in the business of wine trading, I hear.
Yeah. Not as of late, though.
What do you know of what is the winery out west or whatever? Isn't there some?
Yes.
The Martinoff Winery?
Yes. The winery. Yes, is south of Kresk.
What do you mean not of late?
They haven't been sending out shipments recently. Typically they will supply the wines to the different villages, and then that's when I tend to buy what I can and transport where I need after they deliver to the cities. But there's not been a shipment for some time from there. Marshall, you continue on. You go into what looks to be Eli's master bedroom. Again, really nice. You see there was a book on a table, and then there's a bathroom off to one side, or like a bath room. Yeah. The water's starting to look a little murky, though. Like after a couple different bathes.
Yeah.
Probably not very warm.
Yeah.
Well, I'd like to maybe do an investigation on this room. See if there's any hidden trunks or trapdoors or secret compartments he might be hiding some family secrets in.
Okay.
Man, gosh, trust him or not trust him? Like, part of me does, right?
It's very pristine. Like that's.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not finding any. There's not much extra in here at all. Actually, that's one thing you're noticing. There's not a lot of clutter in here at all. It's very, very minimal.
Does it look like unslept in?
Interesting.
Hard to tell. I mean, the bed's like pristinely made. I mean, it's like perfectly tucked in sheets. I mean, it looks very, very nice.
Okay, I'm gonna go take a bath and wash all this blood
Okay.
off of me and inspect my wounds.
Wash all your blood off.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
I'm assuming at this point we've been here long enough. I've probably eaten my fill.
Yeah, you're stuffed, honestly.
I kind of, Eli, I very much appreciate the meal and the meat. And I also appreciate your offer to crash here to keep an eye on Ireena. On that note, I am going to take my leave, and I kind of nod towards Adelaide. I'll head back to the inn and make sure that our rooms are still available. The bath sounds like a nice luxury, but I've grown up taking sponge baths and cleaning as necessary, so I'll be fine at the inn, and I'll see you all back at the inn. And I kind of give a nod around the table and start making my way back.
Mm-hmm.
He stands up when you stand up and just kind of nods to you.
We'll see you there, Dane. Thank you for everything. I'm glad we met you, and we shall soon find what you seek here too. I say in your head, Dane, I'm going to stay here and keep him talking while Marshall is upstairs, perhaps checking out stuff. Right? Yeah.
So Marshall, you bathe, you finished up. Is there anything else you were trying to look for while you were up there? Or?
Well, maybe look at this book that my sister was talking to me in my head.
Sure.
See if I get a different impression than she did.
So it's sitting on the table, and you see it is locked.
Might as well use the skeleton key to try and open it.
Okay. You can roll your gives you, I think, advantage on your lockpick.
Yeah. Which is yeah. Which ability check is just Dex?
It's your. Let's see your character sheet. Actually, just click the skeleton key actually to see does it actually roll. I can't remember if I programmed it or not. Click on the icon. Use network. Yeah. Look in the chat thing. Click that. Use skeleton.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a Dex. So advantage on it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Easy enough. It's pretty simple lock for. Yeah.
Did you see my message, Rudolph?
Yes,
Okay.
but I can't respond to you without saying it out loud.
Oh, right.
So I'm assuming when you talk to me in my head and ask questions in my head, you probably don't want it said out loud to people.
You got to start taking that into consideration.
I will kind of give I don't know, try to be a little bit subtle and just do one of these
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I'll have to elaborate later.
Yeah.
Yeah, what am I seeing in this book? Is it mostly how Adelaide described it?
Yeah, it looks like ledgers and, you see like dates and quantities and, things like that. You can roll investigation if you want to look deeper, potentially find something if you wanted.
Yeah, why not? There's always a chance.
Yeah, it's you flip through pages and pages and pages. There's names of people. You see like some business names, dates, like looks like maybe some numbers that like maybe mean like some kind of transaction took place.
Yeah, so much for this. I'll try carefully lock it back up without moving it or resetting it. That's what I remember exactly the way I found it.
It's you flip it over and it's got basically just push the little bar back down. And you just hear it click back in.
Damn it. Nothing. Can't find anything. Was there any attic doors or any, like it's weird to be this clean. Maybe not up here. Okay. I'll go back downstairs.
Okay.
Is it weird or are just none of us used to the noble life with servants?
Yeah. Alexander's cleaning up the table. You see Ireena, she's, I see by now it's, let's see. Yeah. It's getting dark now, or it is dark now. So Dane, you're making your way back to the inn. All right. And then let's see, Ireena, she's just sitting back, relaxed. See if you can view the first floor map again, Rob.
Let's
I don't know if see if your character or not.
I know the M popped up, like my initial, and then on this, all my like inventory features, skills, saves, all that, like rollable hot stuff popped up on as well, but it's just not showing the visual. So I might just refresh again. I'm sorry.
That's fine.
So annoying.
Okay, I'm back.
Okay. Yeah. Anything anybody else was wanting to do?
I was just saying in Odolph's head, like perhaps she should find a way to go ask Alexander for, or find a way to go help him. Go take a look in the kitchen. Maybe you can get in the basement. I don't know. Or at least poke around. I don't know. Or wouldn't it be nice to be able to see down there before we leave? Or maybe we can get Marshall to do it when he comes back. I just flooded you with a bunch of thoughts.
Here we go. Now I can see.
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Oh, user Marshall lacks permission to update scene. Oh, but I'm at the table. Cool. Thanks.
I mean, I say in your head, Marshall, I think I would feel much more comfortable if we were able to have a look in the basement before we left.
Yeah.
In the cellar. Make sure there's not anything
Good point.
crazy. What did you find out? Well, I say in your heads. Scratch your ear if there was anything strange with the wine.
And I say, well, this food's fantastic, and it's perfectly perfect.
Oh, boy.
It's so challenging having a one-way conversation.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Are you opposed to us staying here? Setting up maybe on a couch or...
You were down here when I had that conversation with him, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like he was okay with us crashing.
Yeah. Yeah, he felt bad that there wasn't room for it, but.
we have some sleeping roll. I have a sleeping roll. I could definitely.
If you feel safer here, like I said, I feel bad that I don't have accommodations for you, but you're more than welcome to stay.
It seems like we were tasked with helping Ireena.
Oh, I feel safe here. I think that you brought me to Vallaki safely, and I feel I am safe, even though, after tonight's events, it seems a little crazy, but I feel safe here.
Well, I feel dumb insisting that we stay when Dane's already left and headed back to the inn. I think maybe we shall join him.
Right.
Sister?
Yeah, I'll
Rudolf?
Very well. You're more than welcome. Please feel free to come back anytime you need to. I may or may not be here depending on my business, but Alexander will always be here.
Right. I'll give Ireena a big hug. I'll say, in her head, please be safe. I worry that this is too good to be true. I hope it's not.
And I thank him for his hospitality, etc. in a much better way than I can. Much more elegant and refined in a certain sense.
And I want to say to Ireena, there may be times when I will speak to you from far away. Don't be frightened.
She looks at you and just nods and hugs you again.
Okay. I probably hold her a little too long because I'm a little weary. And then we go.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So you, Alexander, leads you out and you make your way back out into the town.
Yep.
And you start walking back towards the Blue Water Inn.
Does everybody feel safe with that decision?
Not at all.
Not at all.
And once we kind of start walking back, I will start talking with Adelaide on the walk. About your question about finding out if somebody is a vampire, undead. I have one trick. It's not very subtle. If I don't have a subtle way of doing it, if that's what you were referring to.
That's what I was hoping for, but...
No, it would be very unsettling and surprising. I would have to reach out to Eldath and try to turn the wicked undead away. And if they truly are undead, they would run away, and or if they, depending, they may even become re-dead. Because I have now the ability to destroy undead if they fail their saving throws.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And of a certain 1/2 or lower, low level shit will die.
Yeah.
Obviously out of character because I'm not there, but when you cast your blessing, wouldn't it have been damaging to him?
I don't think in 5e it's that way anymore. That was like a second or third edition
Healing against
kind of
undead
thing, right?
doesn't cause damage? Okay.
No. I mean, I just did my prayer.
I mean, if he was a thrall of it, wouldn't have mattered anyway, but...
Yeah, it was just a prayer of healing. It's just general healing. I mean, he and Ireena wouldn't have gotten anything out of it anyways. It was just more of symbolic more than anything, knowing we're near the end of our day, just in case we also got into a fight.
Yeah.
We're just trying to top us all back up a little bit.
Well, I don't know. We better check on her in the morning. right away.
I agree.
Boy. I hope it's not
Agreed.
too late, though.
Yes. So, Dane, you're actually the first one back to the inn. Streets are still quiet. The spawn that was outside of the inn is now gone. You see on your way back, all of you actually see a few guards here and there. They're kind of patrolling the streets, and you see some folks like with carts, and you see like a couple bodies on it, and the cart looks like it's going towards the west end of town, towards the church. So it looks like they've gone through and started like cleaning up some of the dead. But Dane, you enter into the inn, and you see it's still almost empty. There's Danica and Erwin's standing back behind the bar as well, next to Danica, and Orlando's in there just sitting at the bar by himself.
Mm-hmm.
And
I just
Danica waves at
basically
you.
confirm with Danica that our rooms are still available, and then probably sit down and have a beer.
Okay. Yes, of course your rooms are. Yes.
Appreciate it. We weren't sure when we left if we had other arrangements for the evening, but that doesn't seem to be the case. So at least myself, and I'm sure a few of the others, will be back.
She pours you beer. It's a she apologizes as she sets it down. This is unfortunately all we have left right now. It's not our best, but and Orlando kind of just looks over at you and smiles and says, "Quite an interesting night we had tonight, eh?"
That it has been.
Takes a sip. The rest of you kind of enter in, and you see Dane sitting there, and Orlando turns around, and Danica and Erwin kind of wave at you, and Orlando kind of nods his head.
Orlando, was it?
Yes, Orlando the Magnificent. He tilts his head down.
I was told you know something about a man. I'll lean in. A man with a sword cane. Right, he had a sword cane. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He like you whisper it to him, or like say it out loud?
No, I lean in and whisper.
Okay. He kind of looks over at you as you lean in, and he smiles. That I do.
Who is he?
That is probably a tale for maybe. Well, would you like to speak to him?
Yes, of course.
He's waiting for like Danica and Erwin, like they're in like kind of their own conversation. So like as he says that, he's like, or as he kind of waits till they do that, and so that you're kind of sitting there for 20-30 seconds while he's just like not doing anything, and then he kind of leans over to you when they're kind of in their own little conversation. Come upstairs to the room, and he kind of nods up above where they're sitting. There's the set of stairs that are in the actual
Inside, yeah, I remember.
that go up.
I say to
Come up there in like 10 minutes.
very well. Can my companions come?
Sure. And he gets up and starts walking up the stairs.
I will like say to my companions, like kind of whisper the strangest thing. I don't know. Orlando is going to introduce us to this man with a cane. We should go to his room in 10 minutes, he says. Not sure if I quite trust him yet, though.
This guy saved our butts. Of course.
Yeah.
I trust him more than Ilya and his weirdo
Yeah.
manservant.
Yeah.
You did notice before you left there, I do want to point out something when, like when you were sitting there and he was cleaning up the table, like he was very meticulous at cleaning.
Yeah.
He was like, you know, he would pick up things and he was like moving the doily, just lining it up perfectly and like always wiping down. Like he seems very, very particular about the way things look.
Yeah, because he's like, you know, basically like, I don't know, some vampire's bitch. If he does it wrong, he gets this. Yeah, right.
Yeah, so you guys are,
My favorite Halloween movie, The Vampire's Bitch.
Right. I'm sorry, sir. I'll put it
That
in
could
the
go
right
a
spot.
lot of different ways.
Yeah. I'll clean the doily. I'll clean the doily. Yeah. Awesome.
so assuming you guys are waiting around 10 minutes or so.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. All right. So 10 minutes or so have passed. Danica and Erwin are kind of minding their own business. Erwin goes back behind the, you know, into the kitchen again. Sometimes Danica will follow him. Again,
Yeah, maybe when they both
nobody
go up
in there.
Let's go.
So,
Let's go.
all right. So you start making your way up and you go to the end of the hall where, you know, he kind of nodded to where the door was.
Knock.
So, and you hear a voice from the inside. Password?
You're kidding, right?
Dane just tries to open the door.
There's
You hear a laugh, and then he opens the door.
awesome.
And in front of you is the
guy.
the old man. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Let's find his token. I thought I had him out there already.
I like him.
Interesting.
Definitely like him already. I mean, besides saving our skins.
There he is.
Please come in. And he kind of, it's a
Yeah.
small room. There's one bed, there's a table. Let me actually describe it a little bit better for you. Guest room, is this it? No. So it's a small guest room. There's a bed heaped up with wolf furs. There's a footlocker, a tall wardrobe. There's a writing desk with matching chair, an oil lamp, and like a journal bound in a red leather jacket. But a small room. You guys kind of he ushers you in. It's kind of tight, but you all make it in. He shuts the door behind you. I feel that we may have a common enemy.
I believe that is true. Who are you?
I am I'm not from here, but where I come from, I am known as Rudolf Von Richten.
Where are you from?
I come from. Where's my notes?
Is this the first time we're hearing this name? I don't remember.
I don't know. Roll history.
Shit. Not bad. Not terrible.
Actually, you're you liked to read stories a lot. That was kind of like your shtick as a kid. You liked to read stories. You remember reading a vampire tale one time about a famous hunter of vampires, a Von Richten.
Was this real story or a fictional story?
It was a fictional story, but
Awesome. Okay.
was it really fiction? You don't know. I mean,
Right. Von Richten, huh? Like
Yes.
the Von Richten of whatever the tale is called. What's a good vampire book title?
Yeah, like
I named some vampire book title. Yeah.
yeah. Yes, that was quite a funny book. He had the one part where I was in the top of the tower at the castle, and I had to climb down the side of the wall because the vampire had locked me up there. That was all fake, but most of the rest of that book was pretty good.
Did you fall? Did you actually fall? I'll just say
No.
you fell. It's fine.
I gave the author a little bit more liberties on that one, and it was entertaining, but back to our current predicament.
Mm-hmm. We have a common enemy, yes.
Yes, I came here 4 months ago with the intention of destroying Strahd. That's a legendary name, even among elder vampires. I was able to get here by maybe some darker means of
Dane's really leaning in at this point.
yeah. There may have been some Vistani blood involved, but I was able to come into the lands of Barovia. Dane, actually, your passive perception is high enough. As you're sitting there leaning in and listening to the story, you kind of glance past him and you see, like, in the corner of the room, you see the hat that Orlando is wearing.
Yeah, was going to ask something like this. Is Orlando's clothes anywhere?
You don't see the clothes, you see the hat.
Yeah. Okay.
And there's no other, like, when you came up, there was no other exit. There's no door in here other than this one.
And Orlando himself isn't here.
Right.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yes, so I've been gathering information and kind of scouting things out since I've been here.
How do we defeat him?
Or how do we defeat any vampire? These are tough.
Well, you defeated one tonight.
Mm-hmm. With your help.
Couldn't take it on by ourselves, it seems.
Please, you don't seem like you're from here either. What is your story?
Well, we've been here for how many days? A few days now. And we come
I think
from...
I just got here yesterday.
You did.
We come from a place called, I don't know, what is it called? Where are we from?
Sword Coast.
sword closed, right? And we found ourselves here one night, after sleep, with nothing on us but what we were to sleep.
So you awoke in this land.
Yes.
So something has drawn you to this land.
What do you mean something has drawn us to this land?
Well, I mean, was like either Strahd himself has drawn you here, or a Vistani. Was a Vistani with you?
I mean, there was a Vistani that
I was chasing werewolves.
Werewolves do tend to have the ability to kind of skirt the edges of the fog.
Yes, there was somebody that left something for us at the inn that we were stayed at. Potentially was a Vistani, yes. Was it not? Was it not? I'm just asking you. It was Madame Eva, right? Didn't it say something like Madame Eva?
Yeah.
Yes, it was a Vistani that I believe perhaps might have called us here or played a part in it.
Madame Eva called you here, you think? Interesting. Have you spoken to her?
Yes. And I believe she has seen our meeting. I believe that we are supposed to have met you. For she drew our fortune, and I don't know, it's cryptic, but I don't know. Here we are.
What did she say? Why do you think that?
Here we are in the West, behind the walls of man, and we've found the water. The water inn. What is it called? The Blue Water Inn. Perhaps you are the first of many visions she had of us.
Dane just breaks in at this point. He's like, so just to lend credence to my sanity's sake, you are saying that this might not be the same realm that I fall asleep in?
Yes, we were pulled here. This is some other realm that was created by I believe that is created by somebody that's just perhaps toying with us.
Yes, this land is a different realm from where you came, if I assume correctly. I'm curious though. What else did she tell you? She's a great seer.
She said that knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy.
Knowledge of the ancient will. Okay.
I don't know. Maybe it's her visions are cryptic. I don't know. If you have been fighting vampires for a long time, perhaps you have that knowledge.
She said, you said something about water and walls of man.
Are we not behind the walls of men?
I mean, possibly. I mean, there's Kresk is behind a wall too. But there's, yeah. What else did she have to say? I'm curious. This could be potentially helpful. If she brought you here for a reason, that could aid us.
could try to tell you all that she said. And I look to my companions. Do we wish to share? Rudolf nods, it looks like. Yeah. All right. I will sit down and I'm going to, try to recall all the Taroko cards that she drew, right? She drew the 3 of glyphs. And she said to us, knowledge of the ancient will help you better understand your enemy. Right? And that's what the card is, right? The 3 of glyphs. Look to the west, find water aglow with the light of the sun, hidden behind the walls of man. So naturally, we headed west.
That seems to me like it could be some kind of. Speaking of knowledge, it could be a person, or it could even be some kind of scripture or book, potentially. I mean, it could be Barovia, but Kresk also may be an option. There's another city of Kresk to the west, further west of here.
The next card she drew was the 1 of swords. It tells of powerful force for good and protection, a holy symbol of great hope. And I see a house of a dragon and a heart once pure, corrupted by hatred. Bring light to the house and peace to the heart, and you will have protection from the devil on high.
That speaks of Argenvostholt.
Hmm.
And that is.
I can't edit these. It's okay.
Yeah. Maybe
I can. No, I can't.
That name rings a bell to you. You've heard that name before. Odolph,
Right.
That definitely rings a bell to you.
Okay.
Specifically from, your dreams that you, or the dream that you had prior, when you, before you came.
Okay.
The battle and the dragon and the house. I believe that to be Argenvostholt.
And that's a place.
Yes.
And then she spoke.
It sits up on the hill, not too far from here.
And then she drew the
I'll
6 of
read that.
glyphs. Card of power and strength. It tells of weapon of vengeance, a sword of sunlight. I see shrines of murdered gods. Help the land find its peace, and it shall reward you with the power you seek. Start in an amber palace of darkness.
There is also Amber Palace. I've read a few books that talk about a Amber Palace that sits in the mountains to the south of here. That sounds like a horrible place of great evil. That seems fitting with the name, potentially.
That should be a fun journey.
It's very, it would be a trek to get there.
Then she drew the broken one. Your enemy is a creature of darkness whose powers are beyond mortality. This card will lead you to him. When it is time to face your fate in the eyes of your deadliest foe, pursue him into the depths of darkness. You shall find the devil in the tomb of the only man he has ever envied. Who has the Strahd envied?
I don't know. Perhaps we can get more information from the first glue on that. I don't know.
And then she drew Mist. The card sheds light on one who will help you greatly in battle against darkness. Look for a mighty predator, a hunter of hunters. Oh, interesting. Might be this guy. He stalks this land in hopes of slaying the mightiest prey of all. Perhaps you and he share an adversary. Find them in a town where all is not well. Maybe this is what we... Perhaps this tells of our meeting.
I mean, it could be anybody, but seems fitting. But
Is this a town that is all not well? I mean, certainly.
Is there a town in this land where all is well?
Or well at all.
Right.
You met me on a bridge outside of town. It's not talking about me.
Right. Well, we're glad we met you. But yeah, go ahead.
Give me a history roll real quick.
Who?
Actually,
Hopefully
anybody can do it if you want.
anybody but me. Hopefully, I'm exhausted.
Okay, history.
Oh, I'll take that though. Even at
Yeah,
disadvantage.
I mean, it was only yesterday, but you guys were in the town square, or actually, it was this morning. You were in the town square, and you remember seeing a picture or a poster in the town square talking about the festival, the blazing sun, and it was signed by the Baron, and all big capital letters.
All is well.
All will be well.
Awesome. I believe she might have seen our meeting with this card. Who are you really? I mean, I always thought Von Richten was a fictional character. Maybe you're real, or maybe you took his name.
You saw me. What? You saw me fight? Did I fight like I did in the books?
Of course you did.
Well,
I mean, my brother and I always said we always played characters in a book, and we now perhaps fight as they do. We haven't taken on their names, though. Who are you?
I am Rudolf Von Richten. I am on your side. If you are against Strahd,
I do not doubt that.
I feel like perhaps it is late. The battle has taken a toll on many of us today, especially the young man over here. Points over at Marshall. And I think we should get some good rest tonight. I would like to speak again. So I will tell you this. I've been in the city for a while now, and Vallaki is not safe for you now.
Why do you say this?
The Baron is a crazy man. He will not be happy to know if he knows you're involved in what happened tonight, or any part of it. He will not be happy. You've upset the balance of his town.
Mm-hmm.
The people have already pointed us out.
Yes.
He'll do anything he can to stay in control.
I would suggest if you do stay, you need to keep a low profile, but it may not be safe.
I don't know how much more we need to do here. rather than tie up some loose ends. I mean, there's... I mean, there's what of these bones that were stolen? We don't know where those are. Perhaps they're out of the city already. 3 orphan boys have gone missing, but perhaps they're out of the city now too.
We can't
there's
fix
the
anything
case-
for good in this town if we're arrested.
Mm-hmm. Then there's the case of our elder brother, who wants to speak with us, but also warned us.
Your brother is also here. He's questioning you.
Yes.
Is he safe as well now, or?
Well, I believe he's
In
taken
trouble?
on a different persona. And I kind of give him a accusatory, look as I say that in a way. He's taken on a different persona. I believe he's safe, and he's warned us to be careful.
Yes. But I have a tower that's west of here on your way towards Kresk. You're welcome to stay there if you need a place to stay. But if you do stay in town, like I said, just keep a low profile. At least for a couple days. Once the festival happens, maybe after the festival, if things calm down again, it might be safe. But I would be careful.
Well, we are glad to meet an ally in this. What do you know of Herr von Habsburg?
Is that some merchant, right?
Yes.
Not much. I've only encountered him through passing. I've seen him in the inn a couple times.
Well, he is holding something dear to us. We hope he has good hands to hold it. We are hoping.
I will keep an eye out.
Yeah.
And
Anything else?
He kind of turns around and he walks over in the corner of the room and grabs the hat and he puts the hat on. And you see like some kind of magical energy. And as he, turns back around, he's, Orlando again.
Oh, a magic hat. Interesting.
Orlando will keep an eye out for her. But
Excellent.
I think tonight we should rest and see what tomorrow brings.
Yes. Shall we, gentlemen?
Yes, we shall.
All right.
Yeah, I agree.
All right. Well, very good. That's you guys will make your way back down the stairs. You'll see Danica and Erwin. They nod at you and wave good night, and you make your way up to your room and open up the door, and there's Strahd. No,
I just want a night's sleep.
Yes.
yeah.
I've effectively gotten all of your
It's only taken
your spell
6
slots
sessions
away.
to get a.
Yeah, there's your room is open. Your key unlocks the room, and you have mediocre beds waiting for you to sleep in tonight. And that's where we'll end.
Nice. So will we get a long rest, or is that yet to be determined?
Well, we'll see if you can make it through the night.
All right.
See what happens on the first roll of the dice after we reconvene.
Yeah.
The random encounter roll hasn't happened yet.